A leading divorce service in the UK says the video game Fortnite is turning marital bliss into doom. Since January 1st, Divorce Online has received 200 divorce petitions that cite Fortnite or other online games as a reason for marriage dissolution. A company spokesperson said it is no surprise to us that more and more people are having relationship problems because of our digital addictions. Matt Uris for CBS Philly.
Okay, so that clip, it was from a little while ago, I think, but apparently, ever since Fortnite came out, sometimes people play a little bit more than what they should. So if you want to like cut back on how much time you're on Fortnite and still level up quite a bit, or just level up basically like automatically or like on autopilot, you can do these two things. This one, the first level, my one friend Josh Brady, he told me about this. Like he was actually like the second person I ever met online back around Halo 2. Yeah, so to get to this one, like I said, there's two of them. So this one, it's not as good as the second one, so you can like skip ahead to that if you want to, but I'm gonna go ahead and show this one first. And I've never done this where like you put like the little sections at the bottom of the video where like if you just like tap on it or whatever, it'll show what like 3 sections of the video. But yeah, I'll try to add that so you can just like skip ahead to that if you want to, but if not, if you want to try this one out, it's kind of fun too. But I wanted to put this one in here also because I wouldn't even have found out about the second one if I would have never talked to Josh initially. So to get to this, you just go to the search, you go from this main page, click down, at least on Xbox. I'm showing from the Xbox. I don't know, it's probably the same on PlayStation or whatever. But then you press A or whatever on that top left corner, like where you have the little search thing, where it says search discover, and then you'll just type out Zombie Tycoon, just like how it says right here, ZOMBIE Tycoon, TYCOON, and then you just go to this, and then you can also, I keep on saying them then, my bad, but you can save it as a favorite if you want to. Just click on it, click play. You also get, at least currently, this does change from time to time, you get daily quests on this instead of like your regular dailies. So if you wanted to do this instead of like if you're playing like Battle Royale or whatever, this seems to be quite a bit better. What I would recommend doing if you wanted to, you don't have to, but maybe just play a little bit at the beginning of the season or wait until mid to like late in the season so we get all your weeklies and whatnot. Then you're gonna get a lot more XP per game on Battle Royale, and then just do this for the first part of the season if you want to, or whatever. Maybe not this level, like I said, probably the second one, but you'll load in, and then you'll have to wait like 30 seconds. I'll cut a lot of this video out too. Just trying to show you the level, like how to get stuff and whatever. So after that gets done loading, you just go to wherever it's directing you to, and it'll say claim house. Basically everybody gets their own house. There's up to 4 players, or like 4 houses on the map, and you go in here. It's not showing what it'll initially show for you. Like you'll have to go click on something. There's a couple things I'll show you. You'll see later here in a few moments. But there's an ATM thing. This will just continue to accumulate. I currently have this sword. It's really, really good. It's kind of expensive. It's like 2 billion points or something like that, whatever it is, or coins. But it takes like 1 hit to kill the zombies, which is pretty nice. But you go to loadouts to get to that. You'll have to go over here. It'll show how much it is. Like I said, I think it's like 2 million or 2 billion. It's a lot, whatever it is. But to accumulate points, you can just kill the zombies. You can do that with whatever weapons you get. You can get other guns from over there. But you come over here to the dance floor thing, and then you go to an emote. Like I have to go to view collection on here, and then like some of these it'll just emote for like 3 seconds. You want to find one where it does it continuously. If you want to be just sitting here and just getting that, like this one, it'll just keep on going, and then you'll just get a little bit of XP like every minute. Like that right there, like 141 XP. So that'll count towards the dailies. This is what I would definitely recommend doing. It's just like getting your dailies on this. You're getting 25 XP plus you're getting the 30,000 to get it. So you get 30,000 XP, that's going to give you 1,000 XP for getting that one daily quest. It's going to give you an extra 25,000. So if you do all three, you're getting 78,000 every day. So that's pretty much like a level per day. So you just sit here, accumulate, and then you're also getting XP when you hit these little pads. There's 100 of these pads throughout the map. But before we get to that, I'm going to go ahead and show this. There's a wheel. Every time, I think it's every time you, I forget how you get these, but you have to go through, get to the top of the building, do a revive, and then I think it gives you one of these, and then you can just use it to spin this. It'll give you XP bonus, or it'll just give you these multiplier things. There's perks. I have not used these, so I'm not really sure. You know, like I said, I don't really use this one as much, but that'll still get you XP, and then also killing the zombies, that'll also give you XP. But if you want to do it where it's more automatic, you just do that. And you don't have to do anything to your controller or anything. On the other one, you kind of have to rig your controller, but it's definitely worth it, and it only takes a second to do with a rubber band or like electric tape or whatever. So you hit these pads once you get enough from accumulating or just from that ATM building up. You just go up through here. So there's 100 of them, and then you should get XP. Sometimes it does kind of like time out on the XP, and then you can either reset the game or just wait until the next day or go to another game type. So yeah, once you get to the roof, it'll just have this helipad thing. You just hit that, and then it'll ask you if you want to rebirth. You'll go ahead and hit whatever button it is on Xbox. It's the X, and you can only do this 5 times though, and then it'll rebirth you all the way to where it's 0. So it'll increase how much like money you're getting as well, each one. But then, like I said, once you do it 5 or it's on the 6th time, then it'll reset all the way to nothing. That means you lose everything that you have accumulated. So this is how you'll start out originally, like, because we didn't see this originally. Whenever this is what you will be coming into right here. You just get the ATM. You got to hit the walls. That'll add walls, so that way zombies, nobody can come in here after you hit the barrier. As well. So other people, they can just come in here and kill you, or zombies. I don't know if zombies can quite as much, like as far as other online players. So just hit that, do it again, and then like I said, so right now it says 1 for that revival thing above on the left side where it has the little zombie icon where it shows how many zombie kills. So there's 101,000 zombie kills so far. That's quite a bit. Yeah, so above that it has the little circular thing, and then a 1, so that's saying like 1 revival. Once that says 5, whenever you're going on for that 6th one, the 6 it actually resets to 0. So you want to be careful of that if you're sitting there and like accumulating money, accumulating it for something, or if you're accumulating to get the sword or something like that, you're gonna want to bank that and then use it and then go ahead and do that revive. So that's pretty much all there is to this level. Like I said, you can like kill zombies. That's actually, but if you're wanting to do this pretty much like on autopilot, just do the dance floor thing over there. But the zombies they're not bad. It's something different to do, or like if you're playing with friends, I guess. But they're worth, you know, you still get quite a bit of XP, and it does vary. It goes from. And even like the pads, it'll go from whatever it is, like 100 to however much it is. And then if you die, then it just puts you back in the center of the map. And you'll also, like, let's say you have a weapon, you can either get it back from the loadouts, or it'll just be sitting out there on the map. So that's pretty much this one for the most part. There's not really a whole lot to the level. It's pretty decent size though. So for the second one, it's just called Miner Tycoon. Just like how it's spelled right there. You just go to the search thing and then search for it and find it. It's the second one from the left right here. And I just spelled like how it's spelled right there. Like I said, this one's really, really good. I would definitely recommend, like, if you do YouTube or do stuff like that, definitely, like, while I'm editing and stuff like that, I like to do this. Like, I'll just let this accumulate and just like get XP while I'm doing other stuff, or like if you're doing house chores, you got like homework or something like that, whatever it might be. That's really, really nice. So initially starting off, you're not going to have that amount of brick. Or here, hold on, I got the webcams in the way. So just to kind of show you as well, just like for demonstration purposes, like right here where it has the bricks above the webcam where it says 34.39, no, that's bricks. That's what you're trying to accumulate. The shards things, you're not going to have any of those off rip. And then actually, I'll go ahead and put this over here where it's kind of out of the way. That's kind of in the way a little bit, but you'll start out right here. Initially you're gonna want to save up 75 million to get a drill, which starting off, that is right over here. You don't have to have this off rip. You just want to have like your pickaxe and stuff like that, but you're gonna go over here, go to upgrade drill, and then I think right here, right behind where the webcam is, to the left of my head basically, where it says mining drill, you just want to buy one of those. That'll help you to get a little bit of extra XP, because it'll have a, I'll show you, like it has that little drill thing below the webcam where it has the 3. You get you're gonna get XP every time you activate that, pretty much, unless you do it more than twice real quick. Like you just press the F button on that after you get a drill, that'll get you, like right there, I'm just getting all that extra XP, and then you should be getting some throughout just like every so often or whatever. But initially you're gonna want to get a weapon, get a drill. So like I said, the weapon, it's 2.5 million, the drill's 75 million, and then you're gonna want to get it through. If you want to just do this where it's on basically like autopilot, this is all you're gonna do. Come over here, you just hit this metal rock thing, and then you just get your controller. What I was doing originally was I was just putting a piece of electric tape over the trigger button, which is this one in the back. But using a rubber band definitely works a lot better. So what you do, you just go up to this quarry thing or whatever it's called. I think it's just called a quarry rock or something like that. But you just take your controller, super easy. You just put a rubber band over the trigger, put it across the bottom of it, and put it back across the top, and then you can just leave your controller on the floor, whatever, or just have a backup controller just for this. That way, if it messed it up potentially, or I'm sure if you're doing this for hours and hours and hours and hours, it's gonna mess up the controller at some point, like after so many years of doing that or whatever. But after about 10 minutes, like every 10 to 15 minutes, it'll time out if you don't move your controller or whatever. So like you'll just like barely tap this or like anything, so that way you don't time out. And then just let it do that, and just that should get you, like, it'll take a little bit of time. It will take, it'll take more than like 10 minutes, it might take like an hour or something like that, but it's just completely passively getting your XP. And you might level up if you're doing other stuff or whatever. As long as you're getting XP, you could level up like 10, maybe not like 15 levels or something like that, but you get quite a bit, and you're not even doing anything. You're just setting it up pretty much. But as you're doing that, like right now we have 35.51 no, like it just they just put letters in there for different currency for the bricks. But for those shards, those are pretty nice. Like in the top right corner, in the very top right corner where it has a 653 and then the shard looking thing, those are really good, because so you can prestige. I'll go ahead and actually take the webcam off because it's kind of in the way, I think. Or yeah, Actually, I'll leave it, it's great. But over here, before I get distracted again, so when you're doing this though, in order to continuously be getting as much as you can out of this and like building up quite a bit, because like off rip you're gonna not have very much, like it's gonna give you like 1 brick per or whatever. So if you switch over to this thing, you have that, and then like you just press the Y button or whatever button, or the triangle button if you're on Xbox, on PlayStation or whatever, just press that, or like the bumper, that'll switch over if you're on the gun. Switch over to this thing, activate it, you just press the trigger button, and then you'll just want to, as long as these are available, just keep on hitting these, and then that'll, like right pretty much here, it's kind of hard to, like right there above where it says level, where it says 21 or 2.18 C, that's going to increase how much stone or like bricks you're getting every single time you hit that. So like if we upgrade, just keep on upgrading these, look, like you see it's going up quite a bit. Now it's costing us bricks, but it's going to get us at a lot faster rate. Shit, actually I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, okay, because I was saving those for something, but oh well. What I was going to save that for was to show this other stuff. But so you can go, if you get a gun, that's how you do it passively, and then also you're just like getting brick and getting XP, like you can do that. Or another way that's actually pretty quick, I would say it's almost faster than just like playing on Battle Royale if you're trying to get your dailies or whatever, because a lot of times it'll take more than 1 match, not always, but usually it will, because just depending on what they are. But you're gonna come over here, this is gonna be blocked off originally until you get 1,000 brick that you can use on this. So you come over here, you tap that, it'll unlock this door. But you're gonna wanna at least open up these first 2. That one, and then this one. This one is another 375,000. You'll just touch it, that'll open up this. And then also here in a moment, I'll go ahead and show you where to get a gun from. But you'll just come in here, you can shoot these. They're super easy, and then that'll only take you like 5-10 minutes to get all your dailies if you want to do it like that. And in addition, you go over to these daily things over here, are like the challenge or quests, that's what they're called. So this middle one, pretty sure it is, yeah, this defeat 500 just of the mobs, whatever. So that's what those were that we were just shooting at. So you just activate this, and then I think it's behind the webcam, but like right there where it says 0 out of 500, it'll keep a tally of that. You have to get 500. Once you get that, you come back over here, you hit that board thing again, and then that'll cash it in. It'll give you like some XP and some other things if you want to do that. And then for like how it has this little countdown thing right below where it has the drill, where it has the it says 8 minutes and 50 some odd seconds, that'll be every time that gets all the way down, that'll give you another drill. So that way you can press that up button and get some more XP on this. And then it also gives you a little bit of a higher rate, like how it says 20% active. I think it gives you like 20% or like 50% additional. But you can prestige by going over here. Actually, okay, let's go back 1 or 2 steps. Originally you want to get a gun, so those, you go all the way up here to where it says weapon, and then you just buy that here. I don't know what all the different weapons are, but you can also just like upgrade them and stuff like that. So it's where you purchase it, do all that. You close that out. I'm not really too familiar with some of this other stuff. And let's see the prestige area real quick. Where the hell are you? Okay, it's over here. And so in the top right corner as well, where it has the shard things, that's basically telling you what you're gonna get whenever you prestige. So if I press the X button here, again, I'll go ahead and take the webcam out of the way so that way it shows all this. So it tells you what you get to keep and what it resets. So a lot of stuff does reset. However, there are some things that you can do to get that to where it doesn't. As far as like, there's another perk which I've not used. So we'll go ahead and check that out here in a second. But so on the right side, it tells you how much you need. So like it says 52.77 no. That's how many brick we have. And yes, I know it's not like a perfect current like way of numbering it, but we needed 35. We have that. So I could prestige right now. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, shit. No, we can't because I think I used all those. Hold on. Yeah, we don't have that much. We have 375C. Well, let's see if it lets us prestige, because I would like to get to that. Okay, it did let us. So now it just reset everything. That will reset your bank basically. And now we're back down to nothing, but we did get, shit, where is it? So this is what you'll have originally as well. On the top right corner, there's nothing there. That means you're not able to prestige yet, or there's no reward for it, so you come back over here. But with, let's see, there's different upgrades, like right here where it has the, on the far right side where it has that +3 per second, like that's one of these upgrades that I did. So this actually does carry over with the prestiges. This one's pretty nice. Strength surge, I think it was this one, the auto gather one, the one in the middle. That's the one I'm pretty sure that's the main reason for that happening. If you want to do that, which is actually pretty nice too. So this one I was really interested in. So you go up to this top right one, it says that there's one for permanent room unlock. So if you get some of those rooms unlocked, I'm guessing, I've not done this yet, but so this one on the far right where it says permanent room unlocked, this is the one I would definitely recommend trying. It costs 1,000. So actually I'm gonna go ahead and probably just test this out real quick, just see what it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up just to test it first, because I don't know if it does it progressively to like where you're at, or if it just like automatically unlocks every single part of the cave. I don't know, because so we do not even have 1,000. So all right, so now we have enough to prestige. We'll go ahead and see if it actually gets us, if it automatically keeps those two. Actually, I'll go ahead and pull this off my ear, so I can tell how loud I'm being. But so currently we have this door and then the other door open in the cave section. We'll go ahead and see if it actually, if this other upgrade, whatever it's called, will actually keep those unlocked once we prestige. So here, I'll go ahead and just show again. So this is where you prestige it, and then we went ahead and bought this one up here, where it's on the far right where it says permanent room unlocked. So we're gonna go ahead and see. Oh crap! It's perfect time for that to die. 1 second. All right, but yeah, so with the permanent room unlock, we're gonna go ahead and see if it actually keeps those two unlocked, or if it just like unlocks all the rooms possibly. I don't think it's gonna unlock all of them. So exit, we'll go ahead and prestige. And like I said, normally this would just like completely close off the cave, and it looks like it does leave this open, so we don't have to completely reset and then put in another 1,000 to unlock this section. Although it looks like this section is back to being locked, so maybe that's not worth it. So I don't know, just mess around with the level, I guess. The main thing is that you're like basically, getting your controller set up to where you're automatically getting XP, so you can do other stuff if you want to, or whatever. you know, or if, like, what I would highly recommend, which, like, my one friend Jake, who told me about this level, would be like, if you want to just pay for the battle pass one time, and then you're earning like 1,300 V-Bucks, maybe more than that, and then it costs 1,000 to do the pass the next time. So, you know, just save up 1,000, or just keep on saving every single time. Then you can just get the battle pass every single time, and you only gotta pay for it once. And just do this. You'll have, you know, be level 100, level 200 in pretty much like no time. I mean, obviously it does take time, but as far as like actually active time, not really too bad. So just let me know if that helps you, if you like the level or whatever. And that's pretty much it for this one.
Niggas rapping like shooters, just shooters, show up for real. I'm like my homes when they practice. I perfected the drill. I blitz your grip like the bank, throwing bullets like barrels. Girl, they like the 2-3s, but with these balls ain't no pyro. They on butts up for bullet. They don't walk how they walk. The enemy threats on blood get you poked with the hawk. You only rap by them trenches.